Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Anna and I'm a little bit spooky, and today we are testing out the e.l.f. CC Camo Cream. Is that what that's called? Yeah, e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. Words. You knew what I was talking about. It's this stuff. We're wear testing it today and reviewing it, seeing how it holds up for 10 hours, how it looks already on my face obviously, but we're gonna move right on into a demo of applying it and go through the claims of the foundation, and then we'll do some check-ins. So if that interests you, just go ahead and keep on watching. But before you do, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know some more foundations you want to see me wear test, because I really enjoy wear testing foundations. Onward to the video. Okay, let's demo this foundation and talk about it. We have the e.l.f. CC Camo Cream today. This comes in what appears to be 20 shades, I believe. I counted that right. I might have counted that wrong. 20 shades sounds about right though. I have the lightest shade, I believe, which is, yeah, Fair 120 Neutral is the lightest shade that I have. Yeah, it is very light. These pictures on the website, these swatches, are little, squares, are so misleading. Everything looks way deeper than what it is in real life. Well, speaking for the light shades anyways, and there's like a dramatic difference to me. When I was looking at them in person, I was looking at Target and they only had like a few on the display because they're kind of wiped out, but they happen to have this one. And then the next shade up was like incredibly yellow, like really, really distinct yellow undertone differences. So I went with this one, even though I thought, well, it might be a little too dark for me, a little too pale. I'm not sure. It was really hard to tell the color through this in the store, because this, even in the tube, looks much darker than what it is on your face. Or on my face anyways, with the lightest shade. Let's scroll down here to the claims. Medium to full coverage, color correcting foundation with SPF 30 protection. Why we love it. Medium to full coverage foundation with a natural finish formulated with SPF 30 to protect the skin against sun damage. Multitasking foundation that provides skincare benefits, and our shade match guarantees allows you to buy with confidence. Sure. Okay. I'm glad I did not order this online, because I probably would, well, I wouldn't have, because I wouldn't think they even had a shade for me, to be honest with you. Key ingredients: hyaluronic acid helps provide hydration, locking in moisture. Niacinamide helps to brighten skin, even out skin tone. Peptides for more fresh complexion, infused with skin-loving collagen. Okay, so yeah, looks like we got some pretty good claims here. It claims to be a color correcting cream. A foundation. Is the only product you need to achieve a natural looking complexion with full coverage. Multitasking dream cream with peptides, niacinamide, known to plump, hydrate, and smooth the appearance of skin while protecting with SPF. Also infused with skin-loving collagen. Apply using e.l.f. Complexion Duo to achieve flawless airbrushed finish. Okay, so yeah, we got some good claims here. There's a lot of hype around this. I've tried to avoid any reviews. I've only seen Alex from Learning to Be Fearless apply it and have a really bad time with it, and my friend Kara did not have a great time with it either. But I've used it about 5 times since I've gotten this. I've had good experiences, and boy is this full coverage. I will tell you that right off the bat. But I'm gonna go ahead and just prime my T-zone with my Magic Perfecting Base, because I always do that. I've already done all my skincare. If it's not up already, it should be coming. I have a whole video on my daytime skincare routine. I'm just gonna get in here in the little pore areas where I tend to always put my primer. I've actually worn this without primer yesterday in a really light layer as just more of a quick and easy type of foundation, and it looked beautiful. Beautiful like that. Like, I maybe used a quarter of a pump and applied it with my fingers and just worked it on the skin, and it looked great like that. Can you tell I'm super sleepy? I just woke up, I'm so puffy. I didn't do my facial massage, I didn't have time. Okay, so I'm gonna apply this my Flawless Face Sponge from e.l.f. It's my favorite makeup sponge. And I'm gonna take like just one pump. I found one pump is all I need. And I don't go for super full coverage. I'm not a full coverage kind of gal. I like light to medium coverage. I like to see my freckles. I just want my skin even looking. Take down the redness, that kind of thing. So I'm just gonna put one pump. But I do like the packaging of this. I like the tube with the pump on the end. I don't know why I like the packaging. I just do. I like that. I like the pump. This actually, it kind of reminds me of their original foundation they have in texture, like the way it feels. It has that thick, creamy texture. It is very thick. And their original like Flawless Foundation, whatever it's called, has that same texture, but this doesn't have the same awful smell. That one has a very like body lotion smell to it or something. This one doesn't have that smell. It's just very, very thick. And I think maybe, I don't know if it was the primers people have been using that's not playing well with or something, but I've noticed people saying that it lifts when they're applying it. I haven't had that happen. And I'm like, what? This is a little bit more matte than I anticipated it being. I thought it was going to be a little bit more glowy. Well, once it does hang out on your skin a bit, it does kind of get glowy because your oils and whatnot come through. My stomach is growling so loud. But I expected it to be much more dewy looking off the bat, and it's really not. It's pretty skin-like, leaning towards matte almost. I have like the worst allergies when I first wake up. Sorry. I'm sniffly. But you can see how much coverage that gave, just that little bit of product I put on. Maybe the day before yesterday, I put a lot more on, just wasn't paying attention, thinking about it, and I just dyed a bunch around my face. It was like super, super full coverage. This is incredibly buildable. Whoa. Hello. Forgot what product I was using here. Yeah, this is one that's very versatile in that regard. And I do like that it has the skincare benefits in it and the SPF. I've already put on all that on myself today, but more SPF can't hurt. And I know, look, I'm actually doing my face before my eyes because I'm not doing heavy eye makeup or anything. I'm just doing a really soft look today because I just don't have time. And I'm actually just running some errands with my friend today. She's gonna go to the doctor and stuff. But I will be out and about, so we will get a good wear test because I'm gonna have to have my mask on for most of the day. So we'll get to see how it performs with a mask. But I'm using all the other like favorite products. I still have a good bit of most of that pump on the back of my hand, so I'm just gonna build the coverage where I want it, like right here on my cheeks. Anyway, I think I could use a little bit more. And I mean, this is such a small amount that I'm applying. Less is more, I think, with this foundation. That could potentially be maybe some of the lifting issues people are having, but I really haven't gotten any of that, like where it's just picking back up. So all I can think is it must have something to do with maybe the skincare underneath or the primer causing that. Played well for me with everything I've used on my face. If I use like my NYX Angel Veil, it does look much more matte. And today, since I just did a little bit of the primer in the center of the face, I am getting a nice kind of a glowy finish. It's just not as glowy, say, as the Age Perfect from L'Oreal or the number 7 Protect and Perfect. But it really does even out my skin really well. The only thing I think you might have a challenge with is finding the shade for you. If you are shopping online, even in person, it might be a little tricky. I mean, it seems like they have a decent variety of shades, or a decent range. But since this is marketed as full coverage, and you've got so many shades for the concealer, why didn't you do that with this? See, it's just kind of a skin-like finish. It's not overly dewy, put it that way. It's a nice middle ground. I have very kind of normal combo skin. Like, I can be oily, I can be dry. It's just a roll the dice every day of what kind of skin type I'm gonna have. So, but I'm still just like kind of pressing it into the skin, and I'm not having any lifting like I saw on a couple of videos. But I haven't watched any like reviews, so it does build up very well. So far, I think it has lived up to its claims pretty well. It's a very easy product to do. Just, I would recommend a light hand with it. But otherwise, I've enjoyed it since I've gotten it and think it's done pretty well for me. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my face in my usual way. Perhaps I am getting a little lifting like right there in the eye. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my makeup in my usual way. I'll use the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer and my number 7 powder that I know is super trusty. It's my good one for testing out foundations because it's just my holy grail. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and I'll be back with the finished look and some thoughts, and we will get on to that wear test. Alright, and here is the makeup all finished for the day. I just picked up 2 of the Huda Haze palettes. I had a gift card that I could only use in Sephora inside JCPenney's, and I found these floating on the shelf alone by themselves. It was a very depressing experience at Penny's. But anyways, I picked up the Khaki Haze and the Sand Haze, and I'm wearing Sand Haze today. It's so pretty. Like, it's a nice spring palette. I like it. Anyway, I used e.l.f. Bite Size Blush on the face today, Watermelon, Hourglass Bronzer, ColourPop Times Square on the lips, topped with Pat McGrath Naked Rose. Is that what this is? It's so tiny. Naked Rose lip gloss. This is our look for today, and we're gonna wear test this foundation. Yeah, I'm gonna try to wear it like 10 hours, and we'll do check-ins throughout the day, see how it's wearing. But yeah, I'll probably have a mask on for a good bit of the day, and we're gonna be in and out of doctor's offices and that sort of thing. So the makeup will get a good, we're gonna put it through its paces and see how it holds up. But I did put some highlighter on, that's why I'm a little extra glowy, and my setting spray. Otherwise, it's not like a super glowy foundation, but it's, I think if you want a little bit of glow, but you're not wanting greasy, it might be a good one. Again, you know, there may have been just a tad lifting of the product, but nothing insane, nothing that like, I was like, oh my god, that looks terrible. I think it was just because I kept going over and over and over and over and over, you know, working it into the skin, but I also think that works because it's working it into the skin and it's really helping it fuse, you know. I think it sits pretty well on the skin. In fact, even if you build the coverage up, for me, I've had nothing but good luck with it thus far, but I haven't paid attention to the wear throughout the day, so that's what we're gonna pay attention to today and really test out. Again, I didn't go in with a huge heavy layer of it. I think we used 75% of a pump, and this is the coverage we got, and it's coverage that I like. I just wanted to look very skin-like these days. I don't want to look like I'm wearing a mask, and because I already have to wear one. So I'll see you guys in a few hours, and we'll see how everything is holding up. Okay, afternoon check-in. It's 1 o'clock. This has been on since, this foundation has been on my face since about 6:30 a.m. this morning. This is what we're looking like. Not too bad. It's worn off on my chin a lot because I did have a mask on most of the day and a little on the nose. But the rest of the face, I think, looks pretty good. It's lipstick. Yeah, we're looking good. And I'm happy with the way it's holding up. I think it looks nice. I don't look too shiny. I think it looks just about like what I'd want out of a foundation. But yeah, I did kind of rub my chin a little bit because I cut lipstick on my chin when we were eating lunch. So I kind of had to get after it with the napkin. That's probably the only real reason it's worn. And a little bit from my mask, obviously, but yeah, so far so good. I will check in this evening before I wash my face for bed. I'm gonna go have some iced coffee and edit a video or 2 or 3 or 10. I got like 10 to edit, man. I'm so behind. The final check-in. Demonetized. I think we should sing that every time it's the final check-in. Okay, it is almost 7 o'clock at night, and I'm about ready to wash my face because I'm tired. I'm just tired. I want to wash my face, you know. I look different, and I have like 2 different eyeshadow looks going on. I'm playing with the palette. I had to put it on my eyeballs just to see how it looks. Leave your comment down below and guess which palette it is. Do these glitters and colors give you any ideas? Or maybe if you've looked at my Insta story lately, you might would know. Anyway, yeah, alright, final check-in. Everything basically looks very oily. I am pretty shiny. Some of this is glitter that fell down onto my face, but otherwise, yeah, I am pretty glittery. I have no makeup on my nose or my chin, but again, some of that would be attributed to the mask and me sitting there like this and touching my face because I'm bad about touching my face. It's a problem, I know, but I'm currently looking in my little mirror right here in front of me with a ring light that is just precariously balanced. And yeah, I am soups shiny. Why do I say soups now? I started saying it as a joke because of Jamie French, and then saying that my dog says, "That's soups exciting." because that just sounds like a word that Pumpkin would enjoy saying, is things are soups cool, or, you know, my brain's broke right now. Anyway, the skin at about the, we were about 12 hours in. It's starting to look pretty rough about at the 9-hour mark, let's be honest. But the 12-hour mark, we're definitely looking pretty worse for wear. But then again, it's been 12 hours with a foundation that I don't think claims to be that long wearing. But I didn't touch up all day or anything like that. I haven't really messed with anything other than touching my eyeball with some eyeshadow, and have just neglected everything else. So yeah, that's pretty much how it looks. It wore away gracefully. It didn't come off in like splotches or anything too bad. It's just definitely not the longest wearing, and I didn't expect it to be. And with that being said, I like it. I like the finish that it gives for the most part throughout the day. The majority of the day that I was in public or would be concerned about my makeup, it held up nicely. And that's basically all I can ask. And yeah, I think it held up pretty okay. Again, I do like the finish. It is not quite as glowy as I had imagined, but it does get glowy. Coverage level, very, very buildable. Holy shit, very buildable. Don't be scared if you're a ghost. If you're a member of the undead like myself, the palest shade, it goes very pale. Like, bordering on too pale for me. Like, it's right on that edge. And that's a very hard thing to accomplish. I know on camera, I think I look like I have more color than I do. I think my camera is throwing some shade there at me, saying I'm too ghostly, and it actually gives me color, which is incredibly rude. It thinks I need a tan, apparently. But that's just my 8K camera does that. This is not the 8K. I think this is 4K. I don't know. And it doesn't really like to do me as many favors. So anyway, honestly can't speak to the rest of the shade range because it was very limited in store. I couldn't see much. And the swatches on the site are garbage. you can't tell shit about what it looks like judging by those. So anyway, I give this a pretty good. I'm down with it. I'll use it. I don't know if I'll repurchase. I do have others that I like more. But, well, you know, based on the shade, I would repurchase. There's so many on the market. Let's just leave it at, I enjoyed the foundation. I think it's pretty dang good. It's held up really well for me. I've worn it as really full coverage in a glam look, and it did great as far as looking very finished and polished and glam. And I've worn it as a tinted moisturizer, basically. Applied with my fingers very lightly, and it did fantastic like that. I've worn it to work out in. Held up just fine. I should have done the wear test yesterday because I worked out with the makeup on and then ran errands, and I did just like a super duper light coverage, and it held up beautifully yesterday. I think my skin looked great yesterday. I don't know why. And yeah, today I had my mask on quite a bit on and off. Well, I did yesterday too, in fact. So yeah, I did notice my nose and chin with no makeup yesterday as well. My new mask like really rubs my chin. My others really didn't do that. And this one like hugs my chin for some reason. So it does tend to take the makeup off there. But anyways, this isn't a mask review. I'm enjoying the foundation. I'm at that point of just goofy. I'm tired. Am I even tired? No. I ordered sushi and I'm all by myself tonight. I'm just kind of in a weird mood. Probably gonna go listen to some podcasts and watch some Brandon Ferris. Take some melatonin and try to sleep because I don't like being by myself at night right now. Just today I decided I don't like that. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay safe and stay spooky. Don't forget to comment down below which eyeshadow palette you think I played with, and is there any other drugstore foundations that you think I should try out for you guys? Because I really do enjoy trying out drugstore foundations. It's fun, and I don't have to break the bank doing it. I'll see y'all later. Bye now.